battery to do this. I apologize if I'm not fully in frame. I just recorded a really well thought out update. I forgot to turn on the microphone. I'm getting to limits again. I'm having a lot of difficulty. And I've been holding back a lot, so these are getting really hard to deal with. I'm getting close to psychotic, to psychotic episode. We'll try some things to take care of that and do one of them tonight, see if it helps. Anyway, brief update. Lost my Mercedes, hit a deer on the way back from Washington. Dog had surgery, $2,500. Back up here, returning the car, the rental car they gave me, trying to find a car. The guy that I was going to buy the car from did not represent the condition of the vehicle properly or accurately, and I'm kind of screwed now. I'm trying to figure it all out. In 15 minutes I will not have time to get the rental car to get up to Washington. I would have to wait till Monday if I went that option. But I'm going to try and buy a Ford pickup truck, diesel pickup truck here in town and take that home. But anyway, the other thing is I've got another idea on how to explain things, how to explain what's going on, and also need to include explanation of the importance of it. This isn't just fixing America's problems. This isn't just fixing today's problems. This isn't anything like that. This is precedent setting. This is first in history. I am, I can't say if I'm the first person that's come up with it, but no one has ever documented it. So I'm hopefully going to be I'm probably going to be the first person to document it. So it will be as if I was the first in history to record these ideas. This is a philosophy. This is a realization that mankind is meant for a certain kind of society, and it has to do with our potential, and potential is everything. And I was explaining before, and I'll try it again, that there's an example in nature of potential. A wolf is a good example. The wolf has a potential to be a hunter. It has a potential to be a parent. It has a potential to be what it really has the potential to be more than most other animals out there is that it has the potential to be a social animal. And being a social animal, it's not like a herd of elk. That isn't social behavior. That's not active anyway. Social behavior is not intentional, deliberate social behavior. It's social behavior because there's no other choice. You stick together or you die. Wolves can live on their own, and they can hunt and survive on their own easily and well. But there are advantages to being in a social situation. That is that you can have improved health, improved well-being, and improved chances, and you improve the species if you're in a cooperative situation, because you don't have to worry about hunting as much. Instead of hunting every day like a lone wolf does, you hunt twice a week. You all work together, pool your resources, so you can be more rested, you can hunt better, you can have better food, you can have better mating potential. So you improve the species by being social, and wolves have that. And if wolves don't live up to their potential, they don't make good pack members. If, for example, they're not a good hunter, they're just not going to survive. So if they don't achieve their potential, if they don't learn how to hunt, for example, if they aren't able to hunt for reason of physical disability or whatever, then they won't be a beneficial member of the pack. So the pack will be hurt by this, and it will drag the pack down. And that's from not being at your potential, whether by disease or I don't see wolves being lazy, but you know, it could happen. Humans are also social animals. We can survive on our own just fine, but we have the ability to be social. We have the ability to be social far beyond wolves do. We also have intellectual abilities where we could take advantage of their social situation to be in a situation where we can use our intelligence, where someone, for example, could sit down and figure out the protein code. I'd like to do that. I have the ability, but no time. Too busy living. So when a human doesn't live up to their potential, either because they can't, or because they won't, or because they haven't been allowed to because society hasn't seen fit that it's important, then that individual becomes a detriment to society. And here's where it's important. Here's where it's history making. Here's where it's not just the answers to our questions, it's the answers to all questions. Is that excuse me, I lost track there for a second. Yeah, this is brain damage. This is the failure to achieve potential is the detriment to society. It makes an individual a detriment to society. But what if everybody in society, or most people in society, have not achieved their potential? What if they're not at their potential for whatever reason? Then they are all detriments to society, detriments to each other. The system cannot support them anymore. How? Sorry. Intestinal spasms are not fun. Anyway, so this is why societies collapse. This is why every society in history has collapsed. It's the one reason. It's because most of the members of society were not at their potential. They were a detriment to that society, just like a wolf that can't be social or can't hunt because it doesn't want to or because it can't. Because those people don't achieve their potential or aren't at their potential or can't be at their potential or their potential is diminished. They are detriment to the society, and when enough people become a detriment to society, society collapses. There can be external reasons. Spain coming to Central America and destroying the leadership of the Inca Empire, for example. Or the most appropriate one would be the Native American nations that existed on the North America, in what is now the continuous continental United States and Canada, especially up and down the Mississippi River, the Mississippi Valley, the Great Plains. There's a society that was sustained for over 1,000 years because everyone was at their potential. That it collapsed is an example of external factors. The Europeans came over and spread syphilis through blankets and other means and killed off 90–95% of the people and destroyed their civilization in just a couple of hundred years. So yeah, that was an external. But any other society that has existed and has collapsed has done so internally has been because of potential. And this tells us something. This tells us how we answer the question of how to fix this society. We have to get people to their potential, and then we have to improve the potential of people, either naturally or by other means. We can't always expand it by other means. Anyway, sorry if I'm wandering a bit. So that's it. That's what's so important. That's why this is important. It doesn't have anything. The capitalism and all the other things they're all minor points, but it's potential. And moral potential is the necessity for society to have cohesion, to have happiness, to have moral development or moral potential. To achieve moral potential, you have to also achieve moral intellectual potential, or at least a certain amount of at least a certain degree of intellectual potential. I'm tired. This day's catching up to me. Could I end it there while I'm yawning? I hope that makes sense. I hope it's still recording.